The NAACP has a warning for Black Americans traveling to the state of Florida. Governor DeSantis does not value your lives. The NAACP issuing a travel advisory clearly directed to DeSantis, saying, quote, Florida is openly hostile toward African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ plus individuals. Adding, the state devalues and marginalizes the contributions of and the challenges faced by African Americans and other minorities. Now, these are some of the DeSantis policies that they're warning about.
We are also going to eliminate all DEI and CRT bureaucracies in the state of Florida.
Now, who would say that an important part of Black history is queer theory? That is somebody pushing an agenda on our kids.
We're not going to use your tax dollars to teach kids to hate our country or to hate each other. That's unacceptable.
They have stuff about intersectionality, abolishing prisons. That's a political agenda.
It is wrong to teach students that gender is a choice.
DEI is better viewed as standing for discrimination, exclusion, and indoctrination.
Joining me now is Derek Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP. Derek, thanks so much for joining us. It's not just the NAACP, right? It's Equality Florida has issued a travel advisory, as well as the League of United Latin American Citizens. Do you think that the NAACP, in conjunction with a lot of these other organizations, are going to make enough of a financial impact that could really kind of move the needle, perhaps, in a state like Florida?
I don't know if this is as much about a financial impact, but it's the political reality in which we live in, and individuals need to be warned in terms of what to expect when entering into the state of Florida. At the exact same time, we're saying groups that if you must go to Florida, support efforts so we can prepare for the next election cycle. We are in this scenario because of an election, and how we're going to get out of this scenario is through an election. So we need as many people engaged in Florida to get rid of all of the policymakers who are putting in place regressive policy that's not inclusive of all citizens.
What's your concerns then about DeSantis's imminent announcement this week to run for president of the United States, considering his slate of hate?
Well, it's important for Americans to know what's on the table in terms of options of those who are running for president. We've seen what happened under the prior administration and president. We literally had a white supremacist operating from the White House, not only the president, but others in his cabinet. We don't need to go back there. It almost destroyed this country, i.e. January 6th. So in order for us to heal as a nation, to look into the future and not try to recreate a past of 1950, all Americans need to understand the options are on the table, and DeSantis should not be an option.
So there have been critics, including a Republican congressman from Florida and some Fox News commentators. Take a listen.
This is silly and it's dumb. It's political. We're doing a significantly better job helping Black Americans succeed. And it's not just about me. It's about all the millions of Black people that live in our state.
I think in that regard, it really is a fear-mongering publicity stunt.
Everybody knows that no one listens to these travel advisories anyway.
So, Derek, what's your reaction to this collective response, typically and predictably from Fox?
I look forward to the next libel suit against Fox from the other voting machine. There's not a credible network, and unfortunately, you probably had to report on it, but we really don't pay much attention to Fox because they're not credible.
Derek Johnson, always having some very strong and very powerful words for us. I appreciate you being here tonight, and we're going to look forward to seeing what happens with that travel advisory. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.